to those poor unfortunate souls.
Hello and welcome to Poor Unfortunate Podcast. I'm Conor Perkins.
And I'm Caroline Ametti.
This is the Disney podcast for grown-ups where we shoot the shit about Disney the way that you do with your friends. Welcome to all of our returning listeners. It is great having you back here with us. And welcome to any new listeners. Thank you so much for hitting play. Please also remember to hit follow or subscribe wherever you're listening to the podcast. This is our bi-weekly mini episode series, Caroline, What's New, where we go through all of the latest and greatest in Disney news. This episode is being recorded on Sunday, June 22nd, 2025. So, Caroline, what's new?
Well, it's been a moment since we've done one of these.
Yeah, it really has.
And I feel like there have been a lot of comings and goings in the Disney parks specifically. So let's start with Disneyland. It has been announced that a portion of the current Hollywood backlot area in California Adventure is what is going to be transformed into part of the new Avatar Land. And the new Coco attraction coming to California Adventure will be built near Paradise Gardens Park and Pixar Pier. And that's going to be in part of the park that is currently mostly a backstage area. So kind of an expansion. So that is underway. And another thing that I just thought I would note from Disneyland is that tickets for the 2025 Oogie Boogie Bash will go on sale to the general public on June 26th. So just a few days away.
Wow.
They start at $139 per guest.
Huh.
I know, they're a lot. But I also feel like I was talking to our friends at Adventures and Mousecapades. More on that in a little while as well. But, you know, it's a hard ticket to get. And I thought maybe if Conor and I just tried to get tickets and we got them, then it would be a sign that we have to go to it. Just a thought. Anyway.
Okay.
Maybe.
Listen, if you get them, we'll go.
We have to go. All right.
Okay.
Great. All right. Moving on to Walt Disney World. The reimagined test track will officially open on July 22nd in Epcot. Presented by General Motors, the updated attraction will feature an all-new score and new scenes focusing, I feel like it's always been this focus, but focusing on technology and how technology affects cars.
Yeah. I'm really excited for this.
I am too. I just love that ride.
And the concept art for this felt like it was incorporating more of the world of motion elements back into it.
Yeah.
Which feels correct.
Yes, I agree. It's interesting. I feel like they emphasize the world of motion part of it more earlier in the process, and I feel like they've stopped mentioning that.
Oh.
So I'm a little concerned about that.
Oh, okay.
But
well,
I do
not.
have high hopes. I have high hopes.
We'll see.
Okay, and then the Boneyard in the now dwindling Dinoland USA and Animal Kingdom will close forever on September 1st. So if you have littles and you're going this summer, be sure to check it out with them. But Disney has said that the incoming Tropical America's Land will also offer a playground space for kids.
Okay, I think
it's
that's
an
really
important thing to have. Yeah, and the Boneyard
I
was
have
so
such
fun.
fond memories of the Boneyard when I was a kid.
It was such an adventure as a
It
kid.
was.
It really
was. It was like a playground to end all playgrounds. It was so well constructed and thought out.
I hope the new one isn't just something for kids to climb on, which is important, but I hope there's something for them to do, like digging up the bones. I hope there's an equivalent for kids.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Like what I liked about the Boneyard is like there were levels to it.
Yes.
Like you could go
climbing
high.
that bridge I felt like the coolest when I was going over that bridge.
And I feel like there's a lot of potential to do something like that with Tropical America.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Like even if it's like go into Antonio's room and
like a jungle-y
the whole thing is Antonio's room.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
I love that. Since we last did a Caroline What's New, Muppet Vision 3D has officially closed its doors. There was a big crowd there that day, as there should be. Just hard. I just don't really have anything else to say about it. It's very sad.
And Jim Henson's daughter was the last
Yeah, it was the
person
last that almost made me cry. Yeah, that was beautiful. So we have to balance out a closing with an opening. So the new Geo 82 Adults Only Lounge in Epcot is now open. I've watched a few vloggers go. Listen, it's pricey. We knew it was going to be pricey, but it does look very high-end, bougie. Like it looks great for a special occasion in the parks. And I got to say, I love an adults-only area.
Yeah. I love an adults only area too. And I guess it is needed in that sort of like world.
Yeah.
What are they calling it? Like world.
Why can we? That's what I'm saying. You and I huge Disney fans, huge Epcot fans, cannot remember what they're calling these. It's World Celebration.
World Celebration. That's what I thought it was.
Ridiculous.
I guess it does make sense to have something there that's like adults only, but I'm also just like, there is a lot of Epcot that is already so adult only,
focused,
like adult focused, where I'm like, oh, to steal away and have like a private moment in a bar. Well, there are quite a few bars that you can go to around the World Showcase. So, but I guess in terms of like having something towards the front of the park in that sort of like previously known as Future World, now World Celebration,
it'll always be
World
Future World to me.
Discover. It's World Discovery, World Celebration, and World Nature.
World Nature.
World Nature.
Oh boy. Y'all, that is really not a good sign. It's been called that for a while. And I think it had changed names by the time you had last been there too.
Yeah.
And the fact that we can't remember this is not a good sign.
I like them, but they're just not hitting them home.
Not hitting. Yeah, no.
I think they just need to they need to be more, they need to say it more.
Agreed. Okay, and let's go back to another closure. So the Liberty Riverboats and Tom Sawyer Island, both part of the Rivers of America in Magic Kingdom, will officially close on July 7th. And on that day, the Walt Disney World Railroad will also begin skipping the Frontierland station as construction begins on the new Cars, Area, and Attractions Piston Peak.
It looks good. If we get as much water as they are telling us we're going to get.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
There's just so much change. I feel a little exhausted by it all.
I know. There's
going to
be
good, but
there's
it's
going to be a
lot
lot under construction. We've got Tropical Americas. We've got Piston Peak. We've got Villains stuff.
Calling it forward to our next tips and tricks episode, we will talk a little bit about maybe why this is a great time for y'all to take a Disney cruise instead of going to the parks.
Maybe.
But you'll have to wait for that. Anyway, finally, as we approach the July 20th opening date of the Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away Parade, we keep getting lots of fun tidbits and info. And now we have the parade route. So this parade is going to move in the opposite direction of typical Magic Kingdom parades, beginning on Main Street and ending in Frontierland to allow better guest flow at the end of the evening. Sounds like a very, very good move because those exit gates at Main Street USA become a complete mess when the parade ends there. And please note that if you plan to attend Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, the parade will not run on those evenings. And I say that because Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party begins in August.
It starts in August.
And the parade will have only been running for a month then. So if you're trying to see it, just know that it's about to be Halloween season. And we love Halloween, but that frightens me just a little bit.
I agree. Though I could not be happier that they are doing this nighttime parade. They're changing the route. I think that's
a good idea.
So smart.
Yep.
Because then it's just like a slow exit. As soon as they finish, they pass, like people,
you go.
It's like evacuating from the front of the plane first.
Exactly.
I'm like, there we go.
Exactly.
Makes sense. It almost makes too much sense. I'm like, Disney, who is this?
What a refreshing change.
This isn't you. Making sense? All right, so let's talk about Disney Plus stuff. So Disney is set to pay Comcast an additional $439 million to acquire that final 33% stake in Hulu. And so with the deal coming to a close, expect to see more integration between Hulu and Disney Plus. Previously, Disney had acquired a controlling share of Hulu and began that integration while the final third of Comcast stake was valued and finalized. And now that has happened, with the full acquisition is set to be completed by July 24th, 2025. So in a month.
Wow.
Disney Plus has launched its new always-on Perks program, offering fans rewards ranging from access to one-of-a-kind experiences and limited-time sweepstakes to everyday savings and special discounts. So some perks include a chance to win tickets to the world premiere of Freakier Friday, a chance to win a 4-night cruise on the Disney Destiny, 15% off Funko and Loungefly products, and more. The program is active in the U.S. with additional international rollouts to follow later this year. So basically, when you go on Disney Plus, and you know how like it's got like details, episodes, like that sort of. There's a section that's like perks, and now it's like perks that are linked to whatever movie you're watching or something.
Okay, I was kind of rolling my eyes at first, but I'm listening.
Some of these perks are good. Okay. Some of them are like, the DoorDash, like typical stuff.
Yeah, right.
But
exactly. Right.
A 4-night Disney cruise, a chance to win that. That's
Oh my
cool. The
God.
Loungefly and Funko stuff. I'm like, that makes
That's when my ears perk. I mean, the cruise and the Funko
that makes a lot of
Loungefly. I mean,
sense. I'm like,
you got me.
it seems like at least for right now, they're choosing the right kind of brands.
Yes.
So
Yes.
all right, let's talk about stuff that is now available on Disney Plus with those sort of like bigger overarching things out of the way. So now available, Frozen, the hit Broadway musical, is now streaming on Disney
Yay.
Plus. This is the live capture of the stage production during its run on the West End, starring Samantha Barks as Elsa and Laura Dawkes as Anna. Snow White, the live action film, is now streaming on Disney Plus and has occupied the #1 spot in movies on the platform since it dropped on June 11th.
Well.
It's on its way to becoming a streaming hit, and I wouldn't be surprised if there is a bit of a symbiotic relationship happening right now between Snow White and the production of Evita at the London Palladium starring Rachel Zegler, which features Zegler singing the showstopper Don't Cry For Me, Argentina, on the balcony outside the theater to passerbys in the street. So Rachel Zegler, she's just having this real moment with people finally getting on board with what an extraordinary talent she is, and that she was the single best part of Snow White.
I love that for her. It's about time.
Yeah, and also any moment for me to like shout out the Jamie Lloyd production of Evita right now, I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Let's talk about things that are announced coming soon. So this Tuesday, June 24th, the new Marvel TV series Ironheart premieres on Disney Plus. The first 3 episodes will be available starting at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, and then episodes 4 to 6 dropping the following Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. This Wednesday, June 25th, all 10 episodes of the new season of The Bear hit Hulu and FX and Disney Plus by extension. I know. Go figure. It's TV coming back on a regular
I was going to say,
schedule.
how regular of them.
I know. It's like them and Only Murders in the Building. It's like, that's it. July 11th is the Disney Plus premiere of the Disney Channel original movie Zombies 4, Dawn of the Vampires. The film premieres the previous day on July 10th on Disney Channel. And then this is like my favorite little thing. On July 17th, we are getting new POV walkthroughs and ride-alongs of Disneyland attractions in celebration of Disneyland's 70th anniversary. So some of the attractions featured will include Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, Radiator Springs Racers, the Avengers Campus, Incredicoaster, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and the 70th Celebration Nighttime Spectaculars, among others. So kind of like the Galaxy's Edge POV walkthrough and the Rides of the Resistance, we're now getting it for more attractions throughout the entire park, which I think is fantastic. It's a way of like bringing people who, can't get to the park into that sort of celebration.
Wait, I think the kids are going to love that.
Absolutely. Now let's talk Disney films. So things that are now available. Disney is currently leading the U.S. box office with $1.1 billion year to date. So that's January 1st to June 15th. A large part of that comes from the success of Lilo & Stitch, which is holding momentum. Globally, it has pulled in over $850 million, and it is on track to be the year's first $1 billion release.
Wow.
Pixar's Elio hit theaters this past Friday and has opened to $21 million, which is Pixar's lowest opening yet. And it has a budget of $150 million. So it does have a way to go. But I think this is in part to so many incredible films that are in theaters right now, from Lilo & Stitch to 28 Years Later to DreamWorks' live action How to Train Your Dragon, which is ruling the box office right now and originally caused Disney to push back Elio's premiere date. That all being said, I think Elio will be a slower burn, similar to Elemental, especially given its 84% certified fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes and a cinema score rating, which joins the ranks of Pixar favorites like Toy Story, Toy Story 3, WALL-E, Ratatouille, Inside Out, A Bug's Life, and Elemental. They all had a cinema score ratings. So it's going to be a good movie. I haven't had a chance yet to see it.
Same.
I am excited to, though.
I've heard very good things, but I will say I feel like I haven't seen a ton of marketing about it. That's part of it.
They've got the McDonald's toys, though.
Oh.
So
I'm listening.
Stuff that is announced coming soon. The Fantastic Four First Steps hits theaters July 25th, with Freakier Friday following it 2 weeks later on August 8th. And I think the biggest news for stuff coming soon comes out of the Annecy International Animation Film Festival. So Pete Docter and legendary Disney director Ron Clements were inducted into Annecy's Walk of Fame. Chief Creative Officer of Walt Disney Animation Studios Jared Bush then announced that Ron Clements would be returning to Walt Disney Animation Studios in an advisory role. Bush also made comments about continuing to push big original storytelling, design, etc. within the company as they look towards the future. And when asked about a return to the original hand-drawn 2D animation, he cryptically said, quote, "I love 2D. Right now we have 2D artists who are doing some bonkers amazing things. I'll leave it at that." End quote. So we may see a return to some of that style of animation in the coming years. Jared Bush, he really excites me overall in this role. He's been with the company for such a long time and has worked on some of the best films that have come out of the company in recent years, including Zootopia and Moana. He co-wrote both of those films. Also at Annecy, festival goers saw new footage and images from Zootopia 2, 27 minutes of Pixar's Elio, never before seen footage from Pete Docter's next film, Hoppers, which premieres March 2026 and has like beavers or groundhogs or something in it. They look adorable. Announcements of new characters and a sneak peek of the first 2 minutes of Toy Story 5, which is slated for summer 2026. We saw some concept art from this, and it's like Buzz and Jessie looking at this tablet, essentially, which looks great. And then we also saw some rarely seen legacy footage of Toy Story to celebrate the film's 30th anniversary this year at the festival. And then Pete Docter announced a new Pixar film set for summer 2027 called Gatto. From the filmmaking team behind Luca, the new film returns to Italy, this time to Venice, where after years of maneuvering the canal-ridden superstitious city, a black cat named Nero begins to question whether he's lived the right lives. Indebted to a local feline mob boss, Nero finds himself in a quandary and is forced to forge a truly unexpected friendship that may finally lead him to his purpose, unless Venice gets the better of him first. Sounds very interesting.
Okay. I wonder if part of this is them returning to Italy because Luca didn't
saw the trauma in your eyes.
Yeah, I was like,
I saw the trauma in your eyes.
We'll have to return to that and see how I feel a second time.
I really liked it.
All right.
It was very gay. Happy Pride. Fuck Luca. So that's everything I've got for all the Disney Plus and Disney movie stuff.
All right. Let's wrap it up with our miscellaneous news. And it's completely taken over today by musical theater, which I am never going to be mad about. So The Little Mermaid is running at Paper Mill Playhouse in Millburn, New Jersey through June 29th. We were lucky enough to be invited to see the show. Connor, I missed you so much. Connor was on vacay, a much deserved and needed vacation. And we were invited by our friends Katie and Kaisha. So they are at Catherine Allison at Kaisha Creates on Instagram if you want to follow them. And they hosted an incredible party, like mermaid themed party before the show. A talk back with the cast afterward that was like so meaningful and amazing. And it was just a great group of creators. We made a bunch of new friends there. So, hey, if any of you are listening, it was so nice to meet you. The show was a joy, and you should head to our social media to get a sneak peek at footage of the event and a quick little express debrief of why you should totally go see the show if you can before June 29th. It was beautiful. Hercules has begun performances in London's West End at the Theatre Royal Drury Lane, directed and choreographed by Casey Nicholaw. It will officially open on June 24th, and it is already booking through March 2026.
Whoa.
I think it's going to be a hit. I have a feeling, and I hope we get
the
it.
bows look incredible.
Oh, I've watched that video so many times. It looks like so much fun. Yeah, very promising. The North American tour of Beauty and the Beast officially begins performances in Schenectady, New York on June 26th, 4 days from now. I'm getting I literally just got little butterflies saying that.
I did too.
It's so exciting. It will tour the U.S. well into the beginning of fall 2026, possibly even longer. So please go on the website and see if it's coming to a city near you. And we will be there to cover it for you all.
Yes, we will.
We can't wait. More to come on that. We're gonna have a lot of Beauty and the Beast coming your way. So please just stay tuned. We are so excited. And the Wicked for Good trailer was released.
Have we not talked about that?
No, we
since
haven't
it-
had
oh
a
my
Caroline
God.
What's New since then. So just
Oh
like
my
that
God.
happened, we are fully prepared to re-enter our Wicked phase after, a basically non-existent hiatus from it.
It's perfect. It's
I
perfect.
can't wait. I think about it at least once a day. I'm like,
I do too.
a day closer to the movie.
I
It's
think
sick,
about it.
honestly.
I've watched
sick.
it so many times.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it
gave me a different feeling than the first trailer.
Yes.
The first trailer I was crying. In this one, I'm like holding my breath almost.
Yes, I was as well. The drama.
The
The
drama.
drama is real. Because
Mhm.
Act 2 is just, it's a heavy hitter. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it honestly proves to me exactly that Disney completely messed up Into the Woods. They should have made that a two-parter.
Yeah. Yes. Because then
Because-
kids could go see the first one
And
and be
then
like, cool,
dip.
that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And then the
yeah.
rest of us who want to see it get
Yeah.
dark can watch it get dark. And that's
Mhm.
what this is.
Yeah, I love that.
Like, it's adding Glinda to Wonderful.
Yeah, it's so many good choices are
Genius.
happening. Oh,
Genius.
God. And finally, as you might have peeped if you follow us on social media, which, as I always say, you totally should do, because like I said, even as it relates to The Little Mermaid, we put lots of extra material on our social media that we don't cover in the episodes. So if you do follow us, you might have spotted a little video clips from our last bonus debrief. So starting in our full-length tips and tricks episode, we are now adding video. Our next episode will be fully available in video if you choose to consume it that way on YouTube.
Yep. So if you're not following us on YouTube, make sure
Mhm.
that you go to our channel is at Poor Unfortunate Podcast, and then make sure that you hit subscribe and then set your notifications to get all notifications from us. That way you don't miss when we drop new stuff.
Yeah, we're so excited. So yes, like I said, the tips
Excited
and tricks will have
and
video. Nervous, scared, excited and scared.
Excited and scared.
So if you like it, please let us know. Like, leave a little comment. Like, we just want to know like that you're into this. And it sounds like from the reactions we've gotten online, you are, and we're happy
Yeah.
about that. But the last thing I'll say is just like, there's an episode coming, and you'll want video for that one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'll say for now.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's going to do it for us for this episode of Caroline What's New. Thank you all for listening. Make sure that you follow us at Poor Unfortunate Podcast everywhere, and especially head over to our YouTube channel, hit subscribe, get the notifications. It's all super duper important. Even if you're not going to watch it, just hit subscribe anyway.
Yeah.
And we will be back very, very soon for more Poor Unfortunate Podcast. And until then, Beluga
Beluga
Sevruga.
Sevruga.